Here's episode 7 of the girls' TV series. Welcome to Bushwick, a.k.a. the Crackcident. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I just was writing it down sketchily in my notepad. So basically, episode 6 was about her going back home, and basically it was a standalone Hannah episode where you don't see the other characters. And she's in Michigan. Obviously, she's come back where this is sort of like the jump back. Okay, so what's going on in New York City? And anybody who lives in New York City has kind of like gone to one of these parties in sort of like in a loft or in like kind of abandoned building where there's a lot going on. There's all kinds of like shenanigans or dancing and drugs and that kind of stuff. And of course, because within this environment of the standalone episode of the party, you know, all the girls will go on to their own little stories and have their own little stories to tell. So that's what the episode is about, and basically it's a, kind of like an episode about each girl having their own individuality and trying to be themselves within not in the mesh of their own friendships and stuff like that. And it kind of like sets up their kind of like breaking away as friends in a lot of ways. In this episode, it was like I said, like to go back and beat a dead horse in the reviews. It is a cliche episode where you kind of know these parties and the drugs. And there's a great line where Shoshana, which is a great name for her, basically goes, "Yeah, I smoked a joint, but it was from like a glass pipe." So obviously she didn't smoke a joint, and you know what I mean. It was like even though they're kind of crazy, it was kind of a crazy episode. It did get a little grounded in itself, so I kind of like bought it. And of course, it sets up Hannah's relationship with her boyfriend, who I'll get into more because he's a great character. That's my review for this episode.